Make passive income selling logos. Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be showing you how you can make passive income with logos, how do you design logos, and what are the top designing tools for you to use as a beginner in logo designing. And the best part about this video is that it is easy to follow. There is no geographical limit, there are no fees, and there is no fancy equipment required. So let's get into it. Now, the first thing you might be wondering is, how do you make a passive income selling logos? Well, there is a high demand for graphic design on different freelancing platforms and otherwise as well. And if you just even go into the logo design section, you're going to find that there are a lot of people offering the service, but there is a very high demand as well. So people do want their logos created by creatives and they want a new perspective on their design. So that is why logo designing is such a great category for you to jump in and start making some money. Now, how do you create logos? Well, creating logos is pretty simple. You can go onto a graphic designing tool like Visme, or you can go on to Canva.com. Now, Canva.com is another great platform to use to start designing your logos. It's going to keep it simple and easy for you to design logos, and it's going to be very beginner friendly. So if you have no clue on how to design logos and how to do graphic design, Canva is definitely going to be the best option for you. So on Canva, all you have to do is sign up with your Gmail account, and once you have done that, you're going to be greeted with this home page. You're going to click on custom size, whatever the size for the logo that you might want, and you can just switch it from pixels to inches depending on the measurements that are required for your logo. You can enter those over here. So let's say I want a 10 by 10 inch logo. I'm just going to click on create new design, and Canva provides you with so many different free graphics, so many different free images that you can use any of those to start designing your logo. So you can just go on to the element section over here, and once you're in the element section, let's say I am doing a logo for some kind of makeup brand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to search for a lipstick because I'm doing makeup brands, and I'm going to go into the graphics section. Once I have gone into the graphics section, I'm just going to look for any kind of free graphic that I like, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to find something until I like it. This actually looks pretty good. So once I have added this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to place it in the center. I'm going to increase the transparency so it's semi-transparent. Then I'm going to go on to the text section, and then I can just add whatever the brand name is on top. So let's say I just want to delete that and I want to add some basic text like makeup brand. Obviously this is not the text that you're going to add, the name according to your actual client or your actual logo. So you can just add something like this, and then you have a very simple and easy logo. So this is how easy it is to create your logos on Canva. Now, the next thing you need to do is understand the top logo designing tools. So Canva is simple and easy to use, and that is why I recommend it for beginners. If you're someone that finds that Canva is too basic, you can go on to Adobe Spark, or you can go on to Visme, and they are a bit more complicated to use, but they are going to make your work a lot more interesting, and they might help you in generating new clients where you can generate new and different brand logos. So if you're looking for something a bit more professional, go for a platform like Visme. Now, the next thing you need to understand is, how do you get started with a graphic designing platform? So it's easy to get started on Canva and Visme. You don't need to worry about anything. You can just click on sign up for free over here, and then you can sign up on any of these graphic designing platforms. Most of these are available for free, although there are some paid versions as well. Canva has a free and paid version. Visme has a trial, and you can sign up with your email and password, or you can just continue with your Facebook or Google account, and you will be ready to start designing your own logos and your own graphic designs on their platforms. Now, the difference between their free and paid versions is that if I go onto the element sections and the example that I just showed you guys, this logo that I was creating, you can see that there are some graphics that have this crown underneath them. So you can see that some of these have this crown, most of these don't, and it just depends on what kind of image you have searched. Now, for the ones that have that tiny little logo or tiny little crown at the bottom, these are only available on the pro version of Canva. So if you have signed up for the pro version of Canva, you're going to be able to use these, or you're going to have to put the watermark over it. So to remove the watermark, you're going to have to purchase the premium version, and there's no work around it. So you're going to have to do that, or you can buy individual items as well. So maybe if you're designing a logo and it's very high paying, and you find that, oh, there is a very great graphic available on Canva for that logo, but it's only paid paid, and you can just pay a one-time fee for a certain graphic. So you can see once you add a graphic like this, you can just click on remove watermark, and you can see over here that you can buy a premium image for $1, although I wouldn't recommend it because you're going to end up paying a lot more after a while, and in the long run you're not going to be able to use that singular image over and over again. Now, the next thing you might be wondering, what are the best places to sell your logos online? Well, there are different platforms which I recommend, but the top two definitely have to be Fiverr and Upwork. Fiverr and Upwork are two of the most popular freelancing platforms out there, and if you go on to Fiverr or Upwork, it's going to be a lot easier for you to find a graphic designing job. It's very easy to set up your account on both of these platforms, and you don't have to wait too long for approvals as well. And on Upwork, not only can you find work by adding your own skills, but you can click on find work and find different graphic designing jobs or logo jobs that are already listed. So after that, you can even sell your logo templates. So if you go onto Canva and let's say you create a basic logo template, so let's say I remove everything else and I just say XYZ brand, and then what I can do is I can search for sparkles like this. I can go onto the graphic section, and what I can do is I can just add a few things over here, make it a bit more unanimous. So this kind of logo could not only be used by a makeup brand, but it could also be used by other brands as well. So just adding a few more things like this, then I can start selling this template. So I can sell this to many different people and they can change the brand name in the center and purchase that template. Now, the next thing you need to do is sell your custom logos on freelancing sites. So once you go onto fiverr.com, you can click on create a new gig and start listing your skills. So on your skills section, you're going to add your own description. So on your profile, you have your basic profile, but you need to make sure that you're adding a detailed description of the work that you're doing and add as many skills as you can as well related to the work that you're doing. Now, the next thing you might be wondering is how much can you make as a freelance logo designer? Well, as a freelance logo designer, it is a bit difficult to estimate what you're going to make, because if you go onto Fiverr and you check on the logo design section, you can see some people are offering their services for $100, others are offering it for $10, $5, but on average, as a beginner in logo designing, you can make a couple of $100 every week, and moving upwards, you can definitely make over $1,000 in logo designing. But for that, you do need a lot more experience, and you need to understand not only logo designing but overall brand design. So you're going to have to expand to that if you want to earn more money. Now, after that, you need to sell your logos on your own website as well. So after you have started selling on your freelance platforms, you're going to have to pay a cut to the freelancing website. So after you have established your name, I would suggest you can go on over to Wix, and it's pretty simple and easy to create a website on Wix. You just go on to wix.com and you sign up with your email, you click on create new site, and you can create your own site to start selling your logos. And in that way, you're not going to have to pay any of these freelance platforms 20% of your pay. Now, where can you create your website? Not only can you create your website on Wix, but you can use websites like WordPress, Squarespace, or any other web developing platform, but I would suggest going with Wix because it is one of the simpler ones. Now, after you have started working as a freelance designer on your own website as well as these platforms, you can start designing logos for e-commerce businesses as well, and you can reach out to businesses. So you can go onto Google Maps and see if a business does not have a logo or proper branding. You can reach out to them and tell them that, oh, I do work and I can help you out, and this will actually increase your chances of booking a gig. Once you have booked your gig, you can start selling your logos on online selling marketplaces as well. Although those marketplaces are pretty saturated, they're still pretty good. Like Fiverr, you're selling your service on Fiverr, but you can sell your work directly as well on different platforms, and I wouldn't suggest that because most people are usually finding customizable logos and they do want a lot more customization, but you can still sell your logos on these different marketplaces. After that, how much can you earn selling your logos? Well, selling your logos, you can earn upwards of $300 with logo templates only if you're making good templates. Your logo templates shouldn't look like this. Obviously, this was just for an example, but if you're able to make detailed logo templates, you can make over $300 or $400 just with logo template designs. But if you're able to do custom logos a lot more often, you can make a couple of $1,000s on the logo designing category or niche on different freelancing platforms. So that was it for today. I hope you guys found this video helpful. Make sure to to hit that like button and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I will catch you guys in the next video.